Hello tube users, welcome to my humble boudoir, aka lab, aka shit hole. Today we're going to do something different. We're going to do a lucky pick lottery draw as to what circuit board we're going to look at. Might sound interesting, not really, but it's just something I thought we're doing. So what I want to do is I'm going to reach behind me here, grab a board, and we'll have a close examination on the bench and just have a look what it is, what it does, and why I've got it. And if it's of any use to anybody, I might donate it to someone if you need it. Maybe as spares for a power supply for a TV, maybe for a, I don't know. We'll see what we get. We'll have a look. So let's go jump into the action. And as always, comment, link, subscribe down below. And please support me in any way any way that you can. Either Patreon, PayPal link will be coming up soon, very soon. If not, just buy me a coffee on Ko-fi.com. If you don't know what that is, check it out. Again, the links are on my website, and also I'll link them down below. So let's jump in and have a look and see what random board we have today. Okay, so here we go. This is the choosing of the board. Let's see what we've got. I know this video's crap, but I don't care. I'm producing content anyway, whether you like it or not. But do subscribe. Right, let's grab a board from behind me. Hopefully this camera keeps in focus, because I've got it on face tracking at the moment, and obviously my face is going to be facing that way, so we'll see what happens, shall we? So let's choose one. There's less of the gabbing on, and have a look. So, what have we got? Let me see. First one that comes to hand is not really useful to anyone. This one looks very good. What is it? What is it used for? And do you want it? And shall I donate it? To be honest with you, you're probably not going to use it. You probably don't even know what the hell it is, and you probably already have one if you work in a commercial environment. You've probably got loads of these scattered across your wall. And let's say they do illuminate things. Ooh, the circuit board. So let's have a look. This is what it looks like. Let's have a look on the bench, see what it is and what it does, and if you want one. Let's go. Right then, here we go guys. As you can see, this is the board that I pulled out from earlier, and to be honest with you, today's pick is nothing special. This could be first pick of many to come. Some may be useful, some may not be, but this one's an unfortunate first one. Not so much interesting and or useful, but as you can see, it's slightly charred. This is a used piece of kit, obviously, and if you haven't guessed it already, which you may not have done, it's part of a lighting ballast for an emergency light system, I suppose you could call it. Basically what it is, or what it does, it powers a compact fluorescent light, typically known as a D light, I do believe. And what it does, once the power's cut, or say if your fire alarm goes off in a commercial building, then this will actually switch to a battery power, which is also connected to this unit, I think probably through this connection here. It's called switched live, which means, I think it's called switched live, actually I don't think it is. It will switch to a battery power, and that will enable the system or certain lights or certain circuits to be still powered. So the light will come on once the say a fire alarm or a trigger of some kind goes off. And as I say, yeah, it's a little bit scorched. I'm not sure if it still works actually, I don't think it does. Component wise, there's not really anything really of interest on here. These capacitors are shit dodgy ones. What make is it? Aishi? Yep. So there's no there's one that's bulged there, look at that. There's none of those Nikon Chemicon caps on here, or any sort of Japanese decent make. So you won't find out on these boards, unless you get a really expensive one, which
I suppose no real point. I think they last about the same amount of time, so we'll get an expensive one or a cheap one. So let's have a quick run around the board then. As I say, these are the connectors. That's the live input connection, I do believe. That doesn't specify, but I think that is the battery connection, where your nickel cadmium battery is connected, and obviously it's on a charge cycle as well, so when it's not being used, the battery gets charged once the normal lights are on, and when it's switched, it will switch to battery mode, and it will last for X amount of time depending on the size of battery used. So yeah, so the mains comes in here. A couple of obviously transformers, like a switch mode power supply really in essence, but I think these boards, these are kind of like an all-in-one, and what happens is you have your mains coming in, but it also has a starter as well. You know the small little plug-in things you get on the side of, say, like strip lights, like the old fluorescent lights. This has actually got one of those built in, which I think is comprised of these two transistors here standing up, and obviously these two, I think they're triacs, not transistors. Obviously you've got a big fat relay and a transformer there, and this part here is where your fluorescent lights will connect. As you can see, T1, T2, T3, T4. So one fluorescent light will be attached to one port, and a second fluorescent light will be attached to another. So what else can I say? It's effectively a lighting ballast, but an emergency type. Let's see if I've got some details on here. I don't think there's any manufactured board markings. There's some bodges there, a couple of resistors. Obviously an afterthought, they didn't do that when they spun the board originally, so they weren't intended. What else have we got? So I suppose if you're, well, I suppose you're not really going to use this one in particular. Obviously those resistors are now probably toast, lack of a better word. Serviceable components, maybe the relay, maybe the small, I wouldn't say they're transformers, yeah, maybe sort of like a choke or something, maybe the capacitors. If you haven't got any large stocks of capacitors, you could use them for that, I suppose. Connectors are pretty good, you desolder them and reuse them in other projects and or boards and stuff. All the other discrete stuff, there's a little chip there, what's that? I can't read that on this screen, but I'll review back and put a comment down below as to what that chip does. There's another one there, looks like it's been scratched away. Why they do that? I have no idea. They don't want you to know the secret sauce that's in them, even though there's hundreds of these built every day in different manufacturers. You can open another one and find out what the chip is. Hey, with a little bit of YouTube magic, change my top. Anyhow, I'll do another video very soon, picking out another circuit board, and hopefully this one may be a bit more, or maybe of use to somebody. Maybe a big power supply board for a TV, maybe. Some power supply power boards from generic TVs sell on eBay generally, depending on sort of for what make of TV, generally sell for around the £40 to £80 to £150 mark. So I may do have a look at one of those on the next video. So if you do like this kind of video, this kind of content where I just pick out something at random and then show you guys it on the bench, sort of analyse what it does, and all that kind of jazz, all the sort of basic kind of look through as to what it is, what the components are and all that, then let me know. And I say the components are salvageable, so if any components are or the boards are of use to anybody, let me know in the description down below, and it'll probably be a first come first served basis. So if you do need a particular board that I have a look at, or a particular component that I have a look at, then the first to reply in the comment section down below here on YouTube will be selected at random. And please, only UK visitors or people in the UK only, as obviously shipping costs to somewhere like Japan or somewhere stupid may be a bit more expensive than what the actual item is. So again, hope you like this video. Please comment, link and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon on the next video. Thank you for all my current subscribers. They've been slowly going up. And thank you for everyone that watches these videos, and I'll see you next time, tube users. Over and out.